All right, the Dolphins are traveling to Houston to face a Texans team coming off their bye week. The Texans enter the game in firm control of the AFC South. The Dolphins are 6-7, looking to get back to 500. What are the playoff implications of this game?
Yeah, so Texans don't really have to worry about anything. They're going to win the AFC South. They have a two-game lead on the
Yeah,
Colts. Plus, they beat the Colts twice already, so they can actually clinch this week with a win and a Colts loss later in the afternoon. Meanwhile, the Dolphins, a lot at stake for them. They have won four of their last five games, but they did have a setback on Thanksgiving night against the Packers. Got back a little bit on track with that overtime win against the Jets last week. They really do need to win this game, though, to realistically keep their playoff hopes alive. They're two full games back of some of those teams who are 8-5, like the Chargers and the Broncos, in terms of an AFC wildcard spot. So must win time for Miami. They might have to win out and get a little bit of help to make the playoffs. So obviously, this is a huge game for them against an AFC opponent that is likely going to make the playoffs.
for sure. The Texans are a field goal favorite, and the total is 47. Do you have a favorite bet for this game?
Yeah, I do. I'm on the Dolphins +3. I just want to first off but
Yeah,
say by saying this is actually a really fun coaching matchup because it's
yeah,
Mike McDaniel against D'Amico Ryans, and both were on Kyle Shanahan's staff from 2017 to 2021. After the 2021 season, McDaniel took the Miami job, and then Ryans stayed on the 49ers staff, was a defensive coordinator for that team that made the NFC title game before losing to the Eagles before becoming the Texans head coach. So whenever there's a lot of familiarity, I always am fascinated to see kind of which coach has the upper hand, especially a offensive mind like McDaniel against a defensive mind like Ryan. So it's a fun kind of battle there between two coaches that kind of know what each other does. And there's probably going to be a little bit of a wrinkle from both sides to try to fool each other. So that's kind of a fun thing here. But as I mentioned, Dolphins +3, which is available, pretty much widely available, getting the full field goal with Miami. I'm just really not high on this Texans team. Looking at the Texans offense, I know there's a lot of like kind of a perception. They're really good. CJ Stroud, awesome quarterback. And at times he is awesome. I really don't like their offensive coordinator, Bobby Slowick. He just calls way too many runs on first down, second down, puts Stroud in tough situations. So I don't think he calls a game optimally. And then on the Dolphins side, this is a game they're going to go all out. I think they've been playing actually pretty well with Tua. If you do look at that loss against the Packers, I know it was a 30-17 loss on Thanksgiving night in cold weather in Green Bay, but they muff a punt early. They have a bunch of defensive backs go out as the game goes on. I really don't think that was as bad of a loss as maybe a lot of people think. So with Miami back against the wall, I think McDaniel is going to kind of show a wrinkle against a guy he's knows very well from their time in San Francisco, and that the Dolphins offense can have some success, especially in the short passing game with Devon Chan running back, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, so plenty of options there. I just really believe these two teams are pretty equally matched. So getting the full three in Houston with the road team is something that intrigues me. So I'm on Miami +3 in this one.